everyone, welcome to my sketchbook tour. Okay, so this is an old sketchbook from like 3 years ago that I filled out continuously over that time with like one break in the middle, so you'll see my art changing a lot. And there was a price tag. Yeah. Here's the first page. I think I just put this in to cover up like something I had underneath there. But you can tell what time I started this because I got into Till Death Do Us Blart, the podcast where 5 people watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 every single year for the rest of their lives until they die, and then they have to pick predecessors. It's a good podcast, and I needed to draw something while listening to it. So, yeah. Paper quality in this book is not great, which honestly I think worked in my favor in the end because I ended up using a lot of school supplies and highlighters and stuff, which I really like doing, and not like other traditional stuff. This is a meme. Sorry, my mom said no. And these are the highlighters that I used to do it. Besides that, these are just 2 things I pasted in here. I really like this, and this is kind of how I used to do side profiles with like exaggerated features, and I still do that all the time. It's just my favorite thing to do. This is based on the comic Tiger Tiger because I liked the shot and I like the way Ludovica looks. This is Marcel from Dungeon Meshi, and this is my OC. This is when I started the sketchbook, my art style, and this is like in the last year my art changed. Like you could see it develop a little bit. This is an OC idea I had. Just someone. I love bloody bandages on across faces. It's like my thing. And bugs. I like bugs. This is from a webcomic called Set It on Random. Because I love the magic system, the way it's illustrated in that. This is just random drawings. I like this mask. It's definitely based off a reference, because I can't do masks that well, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this is like an old art style. Not my favorite way of drawing now, but... again, like old versions of this same OC as before, and then this is the newer version with my newer art style, with like developed. Vent art that's really old. Besides that, this is more like OC planning and yeah, whatever stuff like that. This is when when there was a big jump. Yeah, this is I drew wizards, skulls, stuff like that. You know, this is a list of stuff I wanted from the thrift store, but I ended up getting a present for my teacher instead. This is a witch watering their moss. Okay, so this is when I got into bugs for real, and I drew these bugs that I found on the ground. This is a butterfly and a bee, and I put them in a little to-go container for Mondays in my town, because they told me I can't have dirty dead bugs on the table, so they gave me a to-go container. Why do you want our dead bodies to frame? I don't know, I was feeling a bit edgy about it, and I still do to this day. Like, I feel weird about keeping animals or bugs in jars and stuff. But it's like my favorite thing to do too, because I like observing their life cycles. It should last a while. I gave it a water source, some predators and prey, and if the plants survive, the oxygen probably won't run out. It's like I don't know. I was wondering if like the whole planet was a terrarium, and I was like musing about that. Me practicing button downs, rubashki, cats. Still cannot draw cats, but I was trying to do that without reference in this. And then my friend gave me his reference, and I drew his cat. Not well, but I did it. This is kind of vent, but me wanting to do vent. And this is I was gonna fill up the whole page, but I ended up not doing it because I liked the empty space a lot. More, that's vent. More OCs, but I was trying to use different stuff in my pencil case. So there's a colored pencil, this really dark pen, and then highlighter, my favorite highlighter. And then I'm just planning out a story, OCs. And it gets more colorful. Besides that, Chainsaw Man, suburban cat owner, me feeling guilty about the animals that my cat kills. OCs, desperately trying to chronicle their life, yeah. OC, but Okay, so this is where it gets a bit more colorful, and this is the first page I realized. I was like, okay, so this might be something like a good sketchbook, you know? I just like drawing these little guys because they're really energetic. But then this thing is a picture of me playing Minecraft, where I was in creative mode and building a whole city that I decided would be a city for monsters. And this is just me floating above the skeleton, just looking at it. Me playing Minecraft for context. My friend's drawing, me drawing an elf afterward. Yeah, I commented. I like their art. This is me when I went to the beach with my friends and I just did it in pen. I liked rakushki, shells. That's my friends. I drew these feet specifically to piss my friend off because they don't like feet. And that foot, little toes sticking out. I wish I'd done this page. I didn't realize I hadn't done it. Okay, besides that, me trying to figure out colored pencils in my classroom while drawing Chainsaw Man stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is when there was a documentary in my high school class. So it was about what makes people happy, and it was called Happiness or something like that. And I just started listing stuff. This is a gift that my friend gave me. Like our second time meeting, he gave me a giant stuffed duck, which I still have on my bed. Yeah, just like various quotes from the documentary and drawings of people in it. This is a story of the time my sister and I were walking around and we saw someone possibly being kidnapped. They were like banging on the inside of a van and we called the cops and they didn't do anything. But yeah, I don't know. This is Ostrov. It might not actually be called Ostrov. I'm not sure. But it's a depressed Russian man. And yeah, more doodles here. Okay, so this part was maybe I'll find meaning in other people's spiritual symbols, and I was trying to like look them up. This is when my friend gave me an ink stick, and I was like, okay, and I tried to do ink, but I'm really horrible at ink, so it's just a lot of like slapdash doodles, and then I basically used that as like the basis of more doodles using like just pen and like stuff I'm more comfortable with, and that's how I got these drawings. This one I really like just because it's like in the middle of this chaotic mess. Power from Chainsaw Man. This one I haven't filled out, but I probably won't. This is based on someone else's fan art of the game Pathologic, and I want to fall asleep and commit atrocities. And it's just this is a dream I had that was like a little bit based off Pathologic, and yeah, more Pathologic fan art redraws because I really liked the way they drew men, and I need to practice drawing men. Burkov. Not Burkov. I don't remember his name. Sorry. Been a while. I think this is also based off the game. And this is just someone being eaten. Oh, this one is fun. This is OC art. It says, there's worms in my brain, there's worms in my brain. And this is the whole thing when it's unfolded. It just has a bunch of faces and meat parts. It's very reminiscent of my middle school art. Yeah, and I can never fold it back up right, so it's always a little bit wrong. So it's disjointed now. Doesn't matter. Okay. This is my sister programmed a little game for a programming class, and it was really sweet. What's that? Okay. It was really sweet, and I said, anyone who plays Anna's wonderful game. It's just, this is me. It was like about a witch, and you play a game with her, and she either kills you or you guys fall in love, and it's very cute. And this is like a thumbnail. I was trying out to do an album cover or like a song cover for a song I made on BandLab. You can tell I don't go outside. This is Serial Experiments Lane, main character, because I really like it, and yeah. My friend did a nonsensical note for me, which is nice. More OCs. This page is based off someone did, I think, Hamlet art, and I really liked the way they did it, so I tried to copy these like women, their like long things, and I like filling up the space like this. It's very satisfying. And then I colored it in with the markers I had available. It's been muddy in some parts, but it also just like adds to it for me. But yeah, that page is just. This is more OCs. I wanted to draw the most beautiful person, the most beautiful man I could, and I knew he had like this hooked nose, so I added that, and then whatever beautiful character is 6. I ended up just drawing my friend, who exists in real life, and I keep like showing it off, and I'm like, I drew this person, but he's called Grisha, and he's yeah, it's cool. more like this is me trying to draw a man just without reference, like a jaded Russian man. This is from the manga Miruku-chan, which my sister introduced me to, and I loved it. This is from Minecraft playthrough. We had a guy stuck in a cow stuck in a barrel, and at one point it was a villager, but he did not want to do any work and died, so he named him Diogenes 2 squared. Diogenes squared. This is based off someone's art on, because I hate doing landscapes, so it's the way this person had sketched out their landscape or the city, and I absolutely loved it. And I wish I'd given them credit, because I think recently I've started writing the people's names down that I copied their art, because I like it. I haven't done it. I might post it, though. This is the OC. I promised myself I would stop drawing them because I draw them literally everywhere all the time for the past 6 years at this point. So, like, I need to stop. And this was, yeah, I said, he's stuck in here. And this is a little drawing I did. This was an empty page, but, like, recently Devil's Harvest. I recently just wanted to do a poem, and I suck at poetry, but I sat down and just wrote, like, this across the post-it, like, in 2 seconds and wrote a whole poem, and I really liked it, so I just stuck it in. That was, I think, the last thing I did. My friend drew this art. Very cool. Can't show that. But yeah, this is a mom and their child. Just because I liked the markers I had. This is my friend being a nun. Being a wizard. This is from another comic that I don't remember the name of, manga, and my sister really liked it. So I said feminism or sexism, and then I said sexy. So it's something. This is see a dragon? Boop, it knows. This is my first grade teacher, who I really liked her because she had like this whole witch vibe, and I like stuck with her all the time, and she was like a good influence on me and actually made me care about school. So yeah. This is my friend. They're short, that's the joke. And this is them walking through the park we have. This is I was drawing while we were having a conversation. We talked about rats. This is my friend's friend. Smoke weed and drive around. This is me. And this is, at that time, someone approached us, and I realized how awkward I was talking to other people, and this is literally what happened. I was like, thank you, nice meeting you, and then I was squatting, like, several meters away. This is comics I did in Russia, which I posted all over Instagram, so I won't go over them here, but I'm awkward with my grandma, and I can't speak Russian. So this is, just someone getting impaled. It's, I think, my least favorite page in this book. Thumbnails of Dungeon Meshi that I really liked because I was practicing composition. Then I was practicing composition with my OCs. This time I allowed them in because they're thumbnails and they're not actual OC drawings just by themselves. More OC art. That's Daniel. Comics from Russia. I think I didn't post these, but it's mostly about me being 18 and legally drinking alcohol for the first time with my parents. So, this is another OC drawing. More OC. My friends say that this guy is very hot. And I just drew the male version of myself, so I took it as a compliment but didn't tell anyone. So more OCs. The main character, very sad, depressed person. This is their outgoing friend, another outgoing friend, who helped them break out of their shell. Yeah. I tried drawing clowns without reference, and then I started drawing clowns based on a reference, and I added quotes from a podcast I was listening to called Tales of That Town. Although I don't like it, there was definitely lines from it that I really liked. Just because it opens up every episode with like, this might shiver your timbers, and I wanted to scream every time I heard that. So, have you ever wanted new roads that don't have potholes and don't have dead people walking all over them? That's why the government is raising your taxes. This is a PSA. And I did that to this. And then I got really into clowns. I drew them like loosely based off reference pictures I took in Russia. The mayor, live, love, and pay taxes. Also from that town. I could have teleported at any time. I just chose to do this now. The fact that I wear leather, a lot of leopard print, and a lot of gold is none of your business. I'm not a pimp. That's the clown's name, not a pimp. I had no personal or fiscal investment in their business. However, I would like to shout out the government dogs sniffing and investigating these poor, fine, hardworking young men. I think that it ends there. This is fan art for an underwhelming anime, like Otome, Villainess, blah blah blah, whatever, you get it. This is based off someone else's Zelda fan art, which I really liked. This is actually a bit traumatizing for me because it was the uncoolest thing I've ever seen. That's a personal quote. I drew bugs along the bottom. I think based off reference, the pictures I took. Just thumbnails for art, which I never did, but I was practicing fish because I still can't draw fish for shit, and I really like them, so I wanted to draw them. This is first day of college. I sat down and I got bored, so I started drawing. This is based off someone's art. This is just my teacher, my English teacher, the quote that she had. Yeah, there's just random people in my class. Someone drew that there, not me. This is probably second day in that class, or where we were talking about the kinds of projects we would do, and I was brainstorming what kind of stuff I would write, like personal essays, and yeah. More doodle. This is more doodles. This is when I was discovering System of a Down, and I tried drawing this guy upside down. It didn't work out, so I just covered it in a African dwarf frog. Yeah. And this is like me trying to draw a bit more anime. Didn't work out, but I like this one and this one, but everything else I don't really like. I just don't do the style very well. This is me drawing gun devils from Chainsaw Man. Or like trying to design a devil. This one's called the Gun Devil because occasionally they're like a slingshot, but they pull a gun out of their purse when they need to fight. Gun Wizard Chica. I don't even know what that is. But this is the Knife Wizard. Similar premise. They pull a knife out of their pocket or something and kill you. That's their thing. I was worried about robbers in the middle of the night, so I forced myself to think of a unicorn in the cul-de-sac. That's where I live. You probably saw. And this is based off someone's fan art of Life is Strange. I think Abami on Tumblr. I've completely given up on math. What is generalized product law? I shall Google it. College is great. I mean, getting stressed. This is me redoing thumbnails of old art that I don't like anymore. You know, I've grown out of it. It's me drawing someone squatting in shattered glass, also called thumbnail. This is me getting sad about how much, like, horrifying shit I watch on a regular basis for fun. And to top that off, I did Wanda Vision fan art, and Wanda Vision was psychological horror. This is me venting about early college, where I didn't have a credit card or a debit card that I could use to buy anything, but I had a lot of stuff I needed to buy. No way to buy treats for Mike, my fish. I shall be cleaning the tank. This is me, because I got a job at this point, and I wanted to watch, I wanted to buy a bunch of zines and pins on Etsy. I did eventually do all that, but I was just feeling impatient. A comic I posted on Instagram. This is more stuff. This is the time me and my sister went to a plant sale. I bought this plant at that plant sale, and originally it was like 2 stubs, and I thought it was a succulent, and then it just sort of kept growing, and I thought I was stretching it, and turns out no, it's just a California vine, which is nice, so you get cool surprises. Beautiful Women from Gideon the Ninth. Okay, so this is just stuff, me talking about college stuff more. This is my friend, me hanging out with my friends. They said, this is my friend going, "You're not bi?" No. And then me thinking, I'm being oppressed. This is another example of how I use highlighters and whatever pens and like random tools I have in my pencil case to like try to do whatever I can with that, which I really like doing because I don't have to worry about paints or like different complicated materials. Like just get to scribble whatever I want. That might be my art style. Yeah. This is a drawing exercise I came up with, which is like you draw these boxes and you try to make a perspective that fits into it, or draw little like varying thumbnails for different things, just to like keep my art from getting stale, you know. This is a frog worshipping a leaf, an angel, titty. Just like random stuff, me trying like different perspectives. This is another clown without any reference. I'm very proud of this. Consider me provoked, wench. That might be a quote from somewhere. I don't know. Another like perspective thing. Gave up on that one. But yeah, like me trying to make boxes so I can break out of them. This is me with my fish. This is me getting philosophical about my fish. You are a welcome guest in my home, old friend. Sorry about what I did to the others. Nonsense, I just wanted to check in. That's me feeling guilty about my frog's death, even though he's like really old and it was unavoidable. I still feel guilty about it. This is a comic about college. You can pause if you want to read it. I won't. Doodles. Another comic about me being possibly noticed by someone. Possibly not. I think I posted it on Instagram. I won't read it. This is Orpheus Under the Influence cover, which I drew the thumbnail for because I really liked it. Butter tones. This is me planning my Halloween costume, which was a clown, which I posted on Instagram as well. And okay, so this is when my friends and I went to a concert. And we went to the concert, and then afterward we were walking along the streets of New York, and there was no one on the streets, and we were just singing the Cosmo Sheldrake song. If I want to be rich, I've got to find my soul all before I sleep. I ended up redoing it on the other page with blue, Blue Period, my sister's favorite anime or manga. And I drew plastic babies, Jesuses, or like little guys, cherubs, because we went to a band called Plastic Baby Jesus, and that was the date. And then this is thumbnails for painting I did, digital painting. And then I cut out most of this, OCs. This is Harold the Ninth from the book Harold the Ninth. This is me drawing my desk because I'm in love with it. I can't do work on it anymore because I can't concentrate because I'm looking at all the like pretty plants and stuff. You can see how long the vine was back then, and now it's like a lot bigger. Okay. This is just vampire art. I wanted to draw a vampire slinging bats, and I'm not great at it. It didn't work out. This is based off someone's art. Soul Leader fan art with Maka and Krona. Although they drew Krona as a girl, which is weird. Me in senior year. This is just event comic. This is based on another story I had called Scary Story Shop, which I came up with in elementary school or intermediate school. And I was listening to my brother and me, and they had this thing about real haunted house. And I decided that would be a really cool thing to put in the story. And then I wrote like half that story and then got bored of it. I might finish it one day. OCs that I just glued in because the page was empty. Yeah. Oh, and on the same page as this, I had a drawing of myself that I did, and I cut it out and I put it here, right next to the moss terrarium and this watermelon, this pumpkin. This is me planning out Christmas gifts for my friends. I put the sticker on here because there was an empty space, but ended up not going with any of this, and I embroidered a patch for one of them, and I embroidered this with a little bamboo embroidery hoop I got at Value Drugs. So, probably can't show that on YouTube, but it's okay. This is me drawing based off Soviet space art. I don't know. I found it on the internet and I thought it was really cool, so I drew based off of that. This is like you can tell my art's changed a lot because this is Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 again. This is Thanksgiving. Someone did a really awesome animation for the bird fight scene based on the podcast and the album, Pink Floyd album. And yeah, doesn't look as much like Paul Blart as the first time, maybe. But yeah, my art has definitely changed. You can see it's gotten crisper. Oops. Yeah, following that, I wanted to draw Venus on a Venus flytrap, that's because I was obsessed with getting a Venus flytrap, and as you can see, I got it. I've been overwatering it, but I've been watering it. This is the sketch for the embroidery. I literally just did this, and I traced it onto the fabric I was using, and then I just freehanded it, because I really like embroidery. It's like drawing, but easier. Over here is the sketch for my other friends. embroidery patch that I want to do soon. Even though it's past Christmas, I'm doing it. This is me listening to podcasts and walking home from the train station. I had a bunch, my friend gave me a bunch of rings, and the cars were passing by and they were shining off my rings, and I was just like, oh my god, it's so shiny. These are some houses that I had. I took pictures of them because they were pretty, and then I drew based off of those pictures. Here's me drawing Final Pam from Monster Factory. Again, you can tell I don't go outside. This is a screenshot I took of my sister playing Minecraft with me and a cat share moment. And, like, I didn't want to do the perspective in this one, so I just did, like, cubes, and it was a warm-up exercise. And you could tell I messed up on my sister. Yeah, this is a time where I took a picture of a really glitched Minecraft, moment, and then I just drew bones underneath, because I think bones are cool. Jinx. And then I realized I don't know how to draw black men. I feel like people draw a lot of black women and white men, not a lot of black men. This is oldest OCs meeting newest OC. This is my oldest OC, like proper OC, before, like when I actually tried to write a story for them. This is a little hamster with amnesia, albino hamster with amnesia, who was like a human soul transplanted into a hamster. And these are my newest OCs, which are this family of people who used to be like monsters and villains in their past lives, but have to live in a human society now. But they're like all sweet and they love each other, so it's fun. Now you're part of their family, and yeah. I only drew the mom's old past life for some reason. She was like a goddess on another planet. She was a war god, and he was like one of those womanizer space cowboy types. So yeah, they all make it. This is OC replanning a part of their story again. Just random doodles. Oh, this is a stream of consciousness thing where I spent the whole day once like after college being burnt out, just sitting and watching dumb like leftist YouTubers, and then I drew like, this is based off like a War on Christmas video, and I thought it was so funny. I won't, like, it goes into like stuff discussed in the actual video and me trying to draw like interesting things based off of that, and then it goes into straight up me being a moon cultist because I'm a lesbian. And then yeah, my son. Yeah. Oh, and this is then I watched a Markiplier video afterward. This is my cat, Phyllis Santa. Yeah, this is me doing a thing. Originally, I wanted to just make it a thumbnail with just one skull, but then I kept drawing skulls on the same page, and then I started coloring in this section, and it was just going to be like the one skull, you could see the lines, and then I realized that I accidentally made like a whole drawing, like I made a whole drawing by accident, so I just colored it all as one, and now I have a whole drawing. This is me doing Monster Factory fan art again. Tammy Radbody, who's so cool, who, like, I love it when you do like random funny shit and then it turns into something like that's actually seriously cool. Yeah, it's cool. This is copepods, Bosmina. Got me some Bosminas, also some algae. This is for this little guy, this jar, which I messed up on because I gave it grass because I thought grass could grow underwater. And I took it from a local pond. There's still a lot of stuff in there that's alive and thriving, but a lot of it has also died out, which is sad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the things I have in there are copepods, but I can't tell because I don't have a macro lens, so I'm just kind of guessing. Anyway, this is the time where I'm still doing it. I haven't written this email yet, but I got nervous about an email I have to write to my teacher. So, dear favorite teacher, can you recommend me for a sea voyage? But please use they them pronouns. See, I'm non-binary, and if you're having trouble, I know you like Undertale, and I have read academic papers on it, so they them pronouns shouldn't be too hard. I ran out of space, which is why it sounds passive aggressive at the end, but yeah, I was just trying to do typography kind of stuff. Yeah, we're nearing the end. Don't worry. This is more song covers that I haven't drawn yet. I probably won't draw it because I don't like it. And this is a Christmas card that I made just for my sketchbook. Just random shit. Squeezing as much as I can into the last page of this sketchbook. You unfold it. Christmas. Some of my worst nightmares have come true. I am very accurate in my predictions, but things can always get worse. I will not cry tomorrow because I tend to cry on Christmas. And I actually did end up crying. But it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't like a sad crying. It was more like I had an argument and ended up crying because I cry when I'm angry. Okay. Anyway, inside is a secret Christmas poem dedicated to my sister because she is my best friend in the whole world. Poems 50-50 about me and her. Oh, yeah. No one will ever read it except me. Anyway, I called that my last page because this is where I use this as my like yearbook thing, my end of the year sign for high school. And yeah, my friends just did art for me. My orchestra teacher did this. My other friend did this, and I redrew it because I thought it was so cute. This is a ticket for a Russian show, a show in Russia. And my art teacher. I only had her twice, but I was always in the art room. It's my sister's art. Yeah, that's it.